Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 6 here on Topalo, looking for some fire types, specifically a Vulpix or Cyndaquil if we could find them. We're also going to start off with 10,938 sneaky snacking, which is thanks to the fact that I am no longer collecting from anybody except for Flareon just to get those pot space triggers. Outside of, well, no, we are also collecting from Arcanine. Messed up there very quickly. We are collecting from Arcanine to try to get his helper boost triggers as well. But we're also going to get a small dream cluster for going to bed on time. I actually went to bed a little early last night, but still within that window. We're going to get 100 sleep points, and 4,824 is our new total. And for our daily lottery, we're going to grab, let's see, a small ingredient ticket. Very nice. All right. It's going to be good to have those stocked up whenever we do get to a point where we need them. But let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report and see if we get anything interesting. Very hopefully we'll get the snoozing type because we desperately need it. I don't think we've gotten snoozing type. No, we might have got it once this week, but I feel like once is the most that we've gotten it. 9 hours and 25 minutes of sleep with, that looks like a lot of dozing. 8% dozing, 49% snoozing, and 43% slumbering. That is also a decent amount of snoozing, but that's a lot of slumbering, and I think that's probably what we're going to end up getting. Yep, slumbering type again. Well, that ain't good. That does mean that Onyx is on the table, though, so that's a good thing. With 19 million. Yeah, just barely over 19 million. 19.059. Not bad at all. Still 6 spawns, 3 1-stars, 2 2-stars, and 1 3-star. Ooh, a top belly Larvitar. Very nice. Get us some decent candy for that. And let's see. What else do we have? Nothing really special. So I already know what I'm going to feed because we got a Riolu, a Wynot, Igglybuff, sorry, 2 Geodudes, and a Larvitar. I know exactly which one we're going to feed. Because only one of those is any kind of relevant to what we need. Of course, nobody's hungry. Where are you, buddy? Oh, well, perfect. We had already fed you once before. Now it's time to take you home. Get a little bit more Larvitar candy to go along with it. We get lucky and we don't get a critical hit when we don't need it, so that's good. We can go ahead and head on back to camp. And hopefully this one turns out all right. We've already got 2 that are actually really good, so we don't need it to be, but not gonna complain if it is pretty good. Will not complain at all. Let's see, we got 1,081 research XP and 1,928 dream shards, which we do desperately need. Desperately. And then as far as this Larvitar goes, let's see, we've got level 14 and naughty. So we've got ginger, soybean, ginger. That's an okay mix, actually. It's not too bad. This might be, no, this isn't the long-term mix that we want. Ginger, and then soybean or sausage would be the better one. I forget which of these two is more complementary to ginger, but ginger, and then soybean or sausage would be the better choice, but still not too bad. Let's see, for our sub skills we have ingredient finder S, which is a good start. Skill trigger M, also very nice, because we do want the skill trigger to happen on Larvitar. Skill trigger S, it's a bit redundant, don't need it. Helping speed S is good, and energy recovery bonus is the capstone. That's okay. Could be a lot worse. I think Naughty might be neutral. No, Naughty has speed of help up and main skill chance down. So this is not the best. Funny enough, this might be the worst Larvitar that we've caught so far. Oh, actually starting off a lot higher than I thought. That speed of help really kicking in. The speed of help up nature, very nice, but we do see a steep drop off after 25. all the way down to 57 at level 60. Currently sitting at a PR of 74. This one's not bad, but again, we already have 2 that are in the 90s. So this, unless this one is equally as good, which it's almost certainly not going to be at this point, we're not going to keep it. We already have a better soybean Pokemon in our first Golem. That one we don't have to invest in anymore because it's already invested and is a Golem. So there's no point in investing in this one just for soybeans, and that's all this would really be good for. And then as far as the ginger, we have the Pupitar, which is even better for ginger than this one will be. So this one's just a fun little experiment just to see how it turns out. It is very good. If I didn't have the other Pokemon, this would be a very good one worth keeping and investing in a little bit. I feel like 1 subskill seed on that ingredient finder would actually make this one very, very good. And then to top it off, the skill trigger S&M completely outbalance the main skill chance down from the nature, so you don't get as high of a skill trigger boost from the subskills, but you still get a positive boost in the end. And then another subskill at level 75 for helping speed M, and honestly, this is a very solid Larvitar, if I didn't already have 2 that are already in the 90s. So while this is a nice one that under other circumstances I would keep and recommend investing in, especially if you catch one like this and you don't have one, this is a solid one worth keeping and investing in. But yeah, I don't need it, so we're just gonna send this one to the professor. Appreciate you coming along with us, buddy. Hope you go and have a great time with the professor, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna check and see once the game finally loads. If we have any news. There is no new news. It feels weird saying that so many days in a row now. We do have new community reports though, and we've got about 40 of them. Nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that doubled up out of 40. That's very good. Very good. More than a third. So very, very nice. All right, and with that out of the way, we can check and see. Probably not a skill trigger here. Nope. Somebody had candy. Who was it? Was it Charmander? Yes, Charmander has candy. I don't think anyone... Well, Cyndaquil definitely won't, but you two might have a skill trigger. There's one. So that's good. We will be collecting from you because we want to stack up the skill triggers on Flareon for Monday. And you... There we go. ×6 for himself. Well, that's the one that we don't actually want him to trigger on. And this is the problem. This is where I run into a dilemma of which do I want on the team? Do I want Arcanine on the team or do I want Raikou on the team? Mathematically, Arcanine produces more per day, but it's random who he picks. And if he picks himself, that's not good because we are trying to collect from himself to keep triggering those skills. But while Raikou triggers less times per day, it does affect the entire team. It still produces mathematically less than Arcanine should produce in a day, but it's more spread out. So there's no chance of it going to, say, Arcanine or Flareon, who we don't want to have a full inventory because we want to collect from them to get their skill triggers. So I'm not 100% sure who I want to put on the team. I kind of feel like having Raikou on the team is the better way to go because at least it's more spread out and we prevent the random generation of numbers screwing us over by picking Flareon and Arcanine. I'm kind of thinking that's the way to go. But I don't know. We are going to make a meal today, though. We have something to make. Something new to make. And we need... what is it? 5 ginger, I think, and a few sausage. Nope, that ain't it. Uh-oh, what was that recipe? I have done forgot. It was, let's see. Thought I had it memorized. Ah, 1 more sausage, 1 more ginger. There we go. I was 1 short on each of them. Let's go ahead and throw in these mushrooms, that extra milk, we don't need it. Some cocoa, we don't need it. Tomatoes, don't need it. We can throw in some soybeans. We can actually throw in all of these soybeans. We don't need them. Let's see. Is there anything else that we can and or want to get rid of? The slowpoke tails we could get rid of. I'm kind of thinking maybe we do get rid of them. Maybe not. I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna hold off. The slowpoke tails are so rare to come by. I have a hard time letting go of them. But we are gonna get a new recipe, so that's good. No extra tasty. I'm glad I didn't use those slowpoke tails. With 9,303 for the first time we cooked the Super Power Extreme Salad. Very nice. Level 6, not bad at all. And that might push us to the next rank. 9,000, that's a decent amount here. No, definitely not. Definitely not. We're already at Ultra 2. For some reason in my head, we were still at Grade 5. So we are at Ultra 2. Okay, so we're at Ultra 2. We can collect these herbs. And I can collect these milk, but I think I'm going to trade them in for dream shards, honestly. This is a tough decision between Arcanine and Raikou. I'm really not sure which is the best way to go. They both have their pros and cons, but I'm starting to lean more towards Raikou being the right choice, because that means that we don't have to worry about the skill triggers going to the wrong Pokemon. At least we can build up the skill triggers on 3 of them every time it happens. Also, we only have a couple days left, so not going to build up much. But so far, yeah, I'm thinking this is the right way to go. I'm really thinking this is the right way to go. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Part of me wants to invest the subskill seed right now, but that 1 subskill seed only increases the frequency of the main skill trigger per day from like 1.19 times per day to 1.27, if I remember the numbers correctly. So just for 2 days, it's not really going to be worth it. Now, if we get a team, an Electric Island, and we want Raikou on the team for an entire week, it'll probably be worth it then to invest the subskill seed. But for now, probably not. Just for that little bit of an increase, I don't think it's worth it. You, however, it's almost time. It is almost time. How far can we get now that we've almost gotten through an entire week? Can we get to 50? Getting close. Ooh, we can. But another couple days, and that'll save us like 6 candies, I think. And it looks like we're low on dream shards, but we do have a bunch of clusters stocked up, so I'm not worried about that. We have plenty to level up pretty much everybody, I think. I don't think there's anybody we do have to worry about in terms of the dream shard cost. But we've got Raikou on the team now. Hopefully, if we could get 2 skill triggers a day and get really lucky, that would be fantastic. But at least 1 a day will do better than Arcanine has done. The 2 skill triggers Arcanine has given me so far went to himself and Flareon, the 2 least effective on the entire team. So if we get rid of that random element, which we have now, I think it's actually going to work out better for us. But we're just going to have to see how today and tomorrow goes. Other than that, that is all I've got for today. Just swapping out those 2, getting sleep research. Unfortunately, still no Vulpix or Cyndaquil. Maybe we'll get lucky tomorrow or Monday, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But that is all I've got for now. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes.